Liver Lizzie.
Here's adventure.
His fast gun for hire heeds the calling wind.
This is High Noon and welcome. Are you prepared to draw? I hope so. And I don't mean any of that liver Lizzie gun slinging stuff. And I don't mean any of that artist stuff. I'm here to do that. You all will just draw together, become family, friends, help each other, support each other, all that stuff. This is a place to have a good old time, friends and frolic, and all that stuff. Okay? This is it.
Hello, one and all. How are you this fabulous Monday afternoon? So what have we got going on today? Well, today we're drawing my character Ape. What are the conditions for a yes? Maybe if nobody's else has competed. But that leaves you a little bit out in the cold this week, Evan. Because this week we did have somebody compete in the Werebear contest. This is by Finir Fire, and I'm probably pronouncing the first part wrong, but he did a Werebear. He was the only one to do one and put it in, so he wins. So let's see. Stop. So I'm gonna try something while I'm doing all my drawings this week and all that stuff. Is right beside me. Hopefully it'll be able to fit. It might not be able to fit when I'm doing my 11 by 17 stuff. But I'm gonna try. I doubt anything will come of it. But this piece here, my Inktober Day 20 tread. I did my character tank. I'm gonna leave this up for auction from now till Friday when I'm done my show. We'll have a starting bid of $10. Well, if nobody competes this week for Ape, Evan, and you put in a one a couple days later, you can win it. But if somebody puts in one, but anyways, yeah, we'll have this up as best as we can all week till Friday. If anybody wants to try and bid on it. Did you win what, JP? X contest is we have till the 31st midnight Eastern Standard Time. And then, of course, I will announce we will do the whole straw poll on the Friday, I believe it is, during that show. I'll show off everything. Default nice says bullet. Yeah. Fin your fire one by default. I should let him know. And let him. He's gonna let me know where to send his card. And which card he wants. So what else is going on with people? I think a bunch of people probably saw Dillard's drawing last night, was it? I will be doing Hush tonight for TC. That is what Tosspot requested. I'll put my fan back on. Yes, Hush from Batman. I do not want anybody to be quiet, though. You do not have to hush during the stream. I just remember to hit the like button and share this out. And there's me mother. Hello, mother. Hello, father. I'm here at Camp Granada. Kula Shaker. Who is Kula Shaker? How many edits do you think? How many edits do you think you will make to Dylan's? Thanks, Rick. Well, I took out the river and the bridge already. Sorry, John. It is supposed to be around this place, and there's no river like that or bridge around that time. And I'm trying to widen the doorway to keep it in with my original thoughts, because most of the churches that I was looking at for around that time had the double doors. Nah, I just erased it from existence. But other than that, on the first page, it was great. Or technically, that's the second page. $5 Shadow should be Cross Comics. Yeah, well, I still need stuff to sell. Well, I was going to say I still need stuff to sell on the auctions, but the auctions, I don't seem to be selling anything on the auctions. And I do have this piece. I'm going to be leaving it all up till Friday to try and sell. We're starting at $10. Maybe it's. I don't know. It just looks too medieval to me, the way it was done. But it was good, and not saying it wasn't. Architecture matters. Yes, it does. Architecture matters. Your boy, JP. Hello, David. Oh, what about the pine trees? Do they still exist? Yeah. Here, I'll show you what I've done. Give me a sec. Although I'd like to do something to those tall trees too, but tall tree, because I don't think they would be there. It's not like we got redwoods here. So yeah, as you can see, I just basically took out the river that was along here. Didn't do anything else to this one. And I'm in the middle trying to expand this doorway over. I took his side of the wall, moved it here. I'm gonna take this part of the wall here and then put it over here. And I'm gonna reframe the door into thing. I might keep this arch. I might just grab this and bring it over. Keep the stone arch. It's sort of all right. Try not to mess up a man like Cougar. Oh, I promised. Yay! Pierre the Victors. Why would I do what? The alterations? Well, like I said, in this area, there's water and all that, but where I'm thinking about where it would be approximately, there wouldn't be any water. Um, do I even have those up? No, I don't. Give me a sec. Live reference, John. Hamilton, 1800. Okay, so hopefully I'm bringing up the right picture. The screen share. Well, that is the reference picture I used for the first scene. I changed that building into a church. You know, so that's I appreciate what John is doing. And as you, if I go through all these pictures, some are inside the churches, some are out. Okay, so as you can see right there, double doors. This is Hamilton area. I'm not sure when exactly. Can't really make that out right there. But this is, probably 1800s sometime. Oh. Double doors there. I'm not trying to be unkind to anybody. Double doors there. And I know my anatomy is off. I think you can see this double door is supposed to be there. Here's a pic, somebody 1800 Hamilton and Burlington Bay from the mountain. And up there it says in 1800 Andrew Farce. So, I'm not trying to be mean to anybody. I'm just double doors. Can't really tell on that one. Double doors. Double doors. Double doors. Yeah. Look bigger on the inside sometimes, some things. Double doors. Okay, priorities. Okay, yeah, I am going to talk about Pierre in a bit. Uh, yeah, well, Canadian Shield is also bigger than most too. But uh, and I listened to why John put it in because he didn't think for the double doors, especially he didn't think there was enough space. So I just figured why in that area? Yeah, I could do that, obviously, but I just didn't want to, as model said, he's doing me a huge solid. I didn't want to bother him with that. What am I going to do? What I always do. I've had so many people crap out on me over the years, model, and I've kept going. I'll find a way. And that's not to say that I'm not unappreciative of what John's doing. How about I get the blue lines done on 8 first, JB? Pierre Victors. You might know him as the Buckler. The Canadian Bucklers. No, he is not a bullet. Okay, there looks a half decent blue outline. Now you guys want the buckler. You want to buckle under? Okay, Pierre Victors, born to parents who taught him to succeed at whatever he did. He soon gained an interest in sports and ended up joining the teams at school and became a star on all of them, all the teams he joined. All this time, he also kept his grades up. In fact, he was on the honor roll in high school. So he ended up on a list of candidates to test and be Canada's newest hero as appointed by the government. When the candidates were gathered together and complete for the prize, he beat them all. A day before he was to put on the suit and be proclaimed Canada's premier hero, he was told the suit had just suddenly disappeared from the lab. Hey, John. Well, you got to remember, by the time this is in Canada's future, Bullet. Heroes have been around for some time, so the government wants their own heroes to do their bidding. Disappeared from the lab. With this, he goes on the quest to find out what happened. He eventually learns that the suit had disappeared to the past, where one known as the Canadian Shield wore it. Now, he does all he can to get a hold of time travel technology, which he knows a group of heroes have. Upon getting the tech, he travels back in time and gets the suit and returns to his own time. He ends up being followed by a manly cougar, the man under the Canadian Shield suit, who gets the suit back and goes back to our present, his time, however you want to say it. Pierre grabs some tech and a suit from his time of one of the Canadian Shield's foes in the past to him. And all this is passed to him. This guy was a villain to the Canadian Shield as far as he knew. And travel to the past again, this time to prove he can be better hero than the Canadian Shield as the Canadian Buckler. So that is it. What does you all think? George just, huh? Maybe that French accent I put on gets him a little confused, eh? This sounds great. I'm stunned and in shock. Oh, why are you stunned and in shock? Bullet. Shut up and take take the Canadian Buckler. So, unfortunately, he won't be appearing in comics for like 4 or 5 years. I wish I would have thought of such a rickish backstory. I'm just tying it into events that I knew that were going to take place at one point. So I was thinking it was going to be the guy that's holding the suit, but it's not, obviously, as you guys can tell. Joshua, 4 or 5 years. Oh, I'll probably forget about it like that. Yeah, I'm sure when you read the comic, you'll say, "Ah, crap! I remember this now." And of course, it'll be played out over, that's going to be played out over like a year's worth of comics, too. So yeah, also people, we have this for sale for starting bid at $10. It'll be going for auctioning it till Friday, and top bid wins. Today's lesson is don't look a gift moose in the mouse. Joshua says laugh out loud. In the mouse, of course. Moose, mouse, mouse, moose. Yeah, I was able to get the images from the email, John. And Josh was oohing about something. What are you oohing about, Joshua? Hardcore Rickography? Okay. Rickography? Hey, Kat. Good afternoon. Oh, I guess it's good morning for you. Would you like a moose? Why would you look at a moose's mouse? I wouldn't even know that a moose would have a mouse. So is everybody satisfied with the Canadian bucklers history out there? To the Logitech mouse. Why is that gorilla popping that? I have no idea. Joshua says he doesn't know. He's barely paying attention. Yeah, he's inking them. I gotta get some more pages to him. I gotta get some stuff done. Well, if it doesn't match the, just asking whether you like it, what you think of it. Not that I'm gonna change it. But if it doesn't match, although there is some redrawing involved too, to make pencils, my pencils and line ink better. Because I know I'm not the best with blacks. No, I can do semi-decent job of going over my own lines and making things look decent, but putting in shading and such and that I'm not good at, I'll admit. Hardy har har, bullet. Well, it's up to you, John. Probably heard something already, I guess. I know some of my anatomies sucks, the big one, and That getting drawn and some muscle tone putting in. Yes, this is character's name is Ape, and he is the contest for this week. So basically, you just need to draw a huge gorilla. This week. And I'm sure that'll make Joshua's memes really great. Really. Backstory. Fairly simple. Actually, it's probably easier to go to my profile. Joshua Hughes says, just draw a gorilla. Sounds super fun to draw. No, draw a giant gorilla. So Ape, real name N.A. Height 40 feet, weight 3 tons, occupation NA not applicable, group affiliation. Yeah, grape ape. JP. City of Residence mobile. He's been captured by a character called Professor Evolution, so she works. It works with her. First appear. Hair gray, eyes golden. First appearance electi. Number 5. Known relatives, fellow primates. So he's unemployed. Rick Howard. Okay, history. It all started when a group of scientists went into the deepest, darkest Africa to set up shop and conduct experiments. One night, while all the staff were fast asleep, a gorilla enters one of their labs in search of food. Upon finding no food, the gorilla begins to freak out, trashing the entire lab to which he had entered. As he does, all kinds of chemicals spill everywhere, including on him. All this noise awakens the sleeping people. They come to investigate. When the gorilla sees the people, he bolts out of the lab and back into the jungle. Over the next 24 hours, all the chemicals mix in his system and brings forth a startling transformation. He has grown up to 35 feet tall. I guess it should be 40 feet. Sorry, 40 feet tall, standing straight up. Also, his intellect grows to that of a normal person, and also acquires the power of human speech, which doesn't kick in till after around humans for a bit. This looks like my EAP. That dang jungle, yo. Congo. Wait, is he like King Kong? What jungle? Human speech. After a few afternoons later, as the scientists are out in the jungle collecting more samples of local plant life so they can study and experiment with, after several hours, they come across what they believe to be a tree at first with an unusual trunk and roots. And then one of the scientists look up, way up, and realizes that this is no tree. It is the foot of a very large gorilla. If they were closer enough to him, but he's not probably going to be that close to him. Upon informing the rest of the scientists that they're all scared stiff, save who make it back to their compound in a hurry. Radios for the biggest bomber plane to come in and quick, and with a lot of tranquilizing darts, gathering all the guns and tranquilizing darts they can find. They hurries back to the site of the gorilla. By this time, the other scientists are all overcome their shock of seeing the beast this large. They are all handed guns and darts and not to fire, told not to fire till all other have darts. In other words, everybody's need to be armed with tranquilizing things. Okay, or we can change his name to Silver Tongue. He is big enough to smash airplanes. 40 feet tall? Well, I guess if he stretches his arm, it might go another 10 feet in the air. So maybe 15, 20. When all the scientists have guns and darts in hand, they fire the tranquilizing darts, knocking out the gorilla cold. And when the bomber plane comes, they load the gorilla onto it, and he is taken to Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Shortly after he arrives, he escapes the custody of his captors and rampages the city until Electide and Crimebuster stop him. Within minutes of him being stopped, Professor Evolution comes and carts him away, where gives him the name Ape. Ape has no hand-to-hand combat skills. However, his enormous size, strength, and power more than make up for this. All that and his instinctual for survival and direction of Professor Evolution makes him one bad ape to be reckoned with. And I got a whole lot of bad grammar there. There are Joshua, there are a few stories of giant ants too out there. Or giant size or gorilla sized ants or rogue troops. It is. She's a bad guy. Ape is, I'm not sure, male or female, although I did refer to it as a he, so he's probably a he. Professor Evolution is a she. Although I could have it, that would be different. Giant female gorilla. I think it's always been a he before, so. Rick, we need more drama. I have no idea. Non-binary giant ape. Gotcha. Yeah, so if anybody wants to get in on my tank drawing, my character tank drawing, all you gotta do is put $10 confirmed and, go up increments of $5 over between now and Friday and see if anybody wants it. Sharpies are waterproof to repel tears. I don't know. And this isn't a Sharpie. This is a studio permanent marker. See? Studio. Permanent. Yes. Not peppermint. Permanent. Permanent. What I felt it all whacked out. Bullet in his catchphrase. Ah, blah, 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 blah. Something like that. That face is what? Oh well, much I can do. That's I do JP's. He wants. We got some extra time here. Oh, I didn't do at the same time I was doing the history. I did do my version of the buckler of it, since I don't know what John's full view is. So everybody, make sure you're hitting the like button and sharing this out too. Not sure who's all still here. See, also with my history, for the buckler, I've also realized one fatal flaw, but it's a fatal flaw, but it's not. It's going to probably create some mystery later on. Is where did the suit actually come from? Because he picks it up from the past, but how did he only got to the past because he brought it there? Where and when was the buckler suit created? What are the powers of the buckler? Not much. I finished my drawing of Werebear. Not Werebear. Ape. And right now I'm doing JP's sketch card of the buckler. Hey, Jesus. I'll adjust it eventually too. I don't know exactly how the Canadian Shield suit works, but it does give him the invulnerability to which he has and the power of flight and all that. I don't know the mechanics of it. I'm half thinking it's partially got some. Oh, there's these tanks called hyperbolic chambers. I'm thinking it's got some hyperbolic attributes to it. The suit, Canadian Shield suit. Well, it's definitely not mystical because man created all the. I was gonna put the B in the middle. And you got to remember, this is when he's called the Canadian buckler. Yours is he's down to the buckler, so something happens to him to get a different, slightly different suit. Hyperbaric. Hyperbolic. Maybe it's hyperbaric. I'm not sure. You get my point, model. Know what, Dillard? Hyperbaric chambers allow athletes to heal faster and stuff like that. It's enriched oxygen or whatever. Is it nanotechnology in the suit? Probably. So, it's probably a mixture of a few different things, I would say. He doesn't have it's hyperactive because of AD. Is his suit basically like Earthworm Jim's suit? I have no idea what Earthworm Jim's suit's like, so I can't answer that. I played a little bit of Earthworm Jim as a kid, but not that much. I think I made his head too big. I'm so. Rick, I'm off to work in 20 minutes. Okay, you want to come on, or what are you saying? Uh, so if my ex character has a, I don't know. whether he would or not. Might be gonna learn stuff. I need pages. I gotta scan some in, Dillard. I'll get you some more stuff that's done. I need to do some on. I think it's page 4. I need to do a little bit of stuff on. And again, I might get you to just draw trees and trees and trees. These are things I have not yet thought about. I don't know whether an EMP can. Well, I'm not thinking the suit's electrical, so it's probably got a variety of systems in it. No, I haven't. Well, I have, but I haven't. Hey, Raggedy. Yeah. Well, obviously, I wouldn't knock out the suit for good. See, that's probably going to get explored a lot, especially when Pierre Victor comes after him originally, you know. He knows some of the weakness is, because, he was briefed on all of this. There, the buckler will know information on the suit. He won't know so much about the man, but he'll know about the suit. He'll know how to defeat the suit, but not the man. It seems like something is. The Shield is a Gary Stew. A Gary Stew. What's a Gary Stew? You mean a Mary Sue? You should finish Mentor, the mind book. The Shield has weaknesses, JP. I just don't know what, or model. I just don't know what they are quite yet. You know, Kryptonite wasn't there right at the beginning either, you know, or magic for Superman. Right. Hey, Diller wants to know about that. Give me a sec. Diller. Well, I guess it doesn't matter for the one picture, but. Let's see. I did not want to, let's see, bother you or whatever, so because you're doing me a huge favor, so I didn't want to bother you. I didn't want to be a pain in the, too much of a pain in the butt. So, because there's no river in the area or bridge, I did take out the river and bridge. That's all I did there. And you're right, that entrance was a bit small for one door, so I'm trying to widen it, make it thing. Because I really wanted the double doors because most of the churches of the time had exactly that, the double doors. So I was just going with that. Everything else I've left the same. Now this isn't done, obviously. This is in the middle of it. That's all I was doing. I was trying to match your thing here, but I can't get the right pen either. Or brush or whatever. The size and all that. the widening is not done, Raggedy. So now let's hear John stomp all over me. It's called a lake, George, where Hamilton is on Lake Ontario. Here. Pictures. Other lakes, the closest river to this place would be well, I shouldn't say there's no rivers around, but where the settlement, it wouldn't be a settlement at that point, too. So, okay, so that's not the right picture of it. I'm not even sure I'm going the right way to find the picture I'm looking for. I think, what is it? The Great Lakes are all attached to each other. There's the Niagara River. They might be attached to that, but that's a bit far away. Yeah, see, here is 1800. I'm hoping it means year there, but it looks like it because this is Hamilton and Burlington Bay from the mountain. Okay, do not credit. Why not credit you for the inks, John? You know, so we got this huge lake there that we're right on.
Yeah, that's Lake Ontario. Or part of it. That's the bay.
Right.
And then there's Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, all feed in to Lake Erie, which feeds into Lake Ontario, which feeds into the St. Lawrence, which feeds into the Atlantic.
What do you mean that? Geez, I changed two things. In fact, I just took out some lines. How is everything that there is yours? And I'm just widening 99% of it, or 90 to 99% of it. It's going to be yours. You know, I just try it. Be somewhat, I guess, nice. I have no idea at this point. I just like to know how they won't be yours. correct one or two minor things. Unless you want to widen it, I just trying to not be a pest to you. I know you're not asking for my firstborn. You're asking for my secondborn. Or was it the third? Well, what would you call them then, John? Digital inks? Blacks? I think this was black. Yeah, I did the outlines like this. Well, not with that, but this. I know you're trying to do a lot to help me, and I do appreciate that. I was saying that earlier. I am not in any way unappreciative, John. I hope you know that. Not trying to be a idiot about things. You don't want me to be happy. Okay. Okay, so I gotta go to I gotta go to Dillard's. No, I gotta go to Indicom. I gotta see what the colors are for. I know it's red, but what sort of red? Is a mask black or gray, Dillard? It's a merlot red. No, I mean the one that covers the eyes. Not the. I thought so. I think of it as a beautiful, dark wine with violet undertone. Run. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, way too dark. Way too dark. Not dark enough. Oh, that looks... Yeah. Right, just so you know, the buckler has 5 o'clock shadow. In other words, he has a beard grown in. Well, we'll get the beard, the fleshy tones on there first. If I can find my... Oh, there. My fleshy markers. So... Does that look about right, Dillard? What? Just throw one pass of the latest screw you have over the skin. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe, baby. Okay, I gotta go with this. So, JP, if you're still here, there is, which it looks like you are. There's your buckler. I'll probably have it out to you sometime next week. Got top loaders around here. I'm just not sure where offhand. I'll make sure it's in a top loader too, JP. Uh, Rick, what is the budget needed to fund? I think you mean the second book. Um, well, presuming I can get a penciler fairly cheap and an inker fairly cheap and a colorist. I'm looking at probably about 500, or what was I thinking? 500 a piece, so 1,500 for those each. Well, 500 a piece each, so 1,500 in total. I was thinking, hopefully, plus printing. So you're probably looking at another 500 to 1,000 at least there, maybe 1,500. So that's, of course, if I don't do pencils myself, which yeah, 22 pages. Is that too much, you think, in bullet, or not enough? Well, I know somebody would say like Ethan would get paid way more. But what was I thinking? Maybe $25 a page. Every 4 pages is 100. No. Like I said, I know it's a real low ball. If I can pay more, I definitely will. I know a lot of colorists that I'm looking at, well, I've heard of, are what, $75 at least. Let me do my math here. Like I said, I know it's all about getting money. The more money I get, the more money I'm willing to pay. I hate being a cheapskate. Well, I was thinking of paying them. Well, that's why I'm trying to get a colorist for $50, paying them each the same. I'm just saying what, like Matt Cossen's brother. I asked him and he said 75. I think that's what what's his name said too. Avery. Now, would I like to get them? Yeah, well, yeah, the 25, if I got them for 25 per page, which I know is really, really cheap. How much is 50 a page? Clear. The 25, I know, I was thinking 25 a page, not 50. 25 a page is 550. Clear 50 times 22 equals 1,100. I'd love to give 50 a page. And I know I'm really, really, really searching, you know. Heck, I'd love to give 75 a page too. You know, I'd love to give 100 or whatever a page. Just hire interns for college credit. It says be right back learning to color. Each part is important, you know, especially if you got a color book, you know, because without the pencils and inks, the colorer has nothing to color. Yeah, that's about right. Well, and then there's printing for this one. I didn't, Mom. Not off yet. Quite yet. Probably soon. Okay, so let's see. This place that I was told about by George, I'm not sure how much letterers get. I'm going to do the lettering myself. Maybe not as great as, you know, some DC or Marvel artist, but I'll save a couple bucks that way. So let's see. This place here, like I said, George Gattis told me about them. And like, so I'm going to have what, 24 pages interior, or maybe I should do 28 because I'm not sure that includes the cover or not. So color, and if we do, say 500 copies, that's about 1,800. And I'm not sure whether you're talking American or Canadian for that money. Yeah, what am I talking about, Canadian or American too, for the pay? So, you know, that brings it down to like $363 an issue. And this is Canadian money, so be less American.
Meet you over at King's.
You know, I can get 100 copies for $500 too. So now I'm not sure whether that pages per issue, whether that includes just interior or exterior. If we go, so model, if you want to go over the script and correct spelling errors and grammatical errors, fine. I know I'm not the best grammatically, so. For 250, I can get it down to 402. That's for. Now there might be other places I can get it cheaper, so I'm obviously going to look around. There's a Print Ninja and all that, but they obviously. My story editor is me, because I know what I want to do in the story. What's this? Bullet YouTube watch. I'm the continuity. So, yeah, like I said, I know there's other places online. What's that for about watch? Bullet. Oh, yeah, this is the Canadian stuff. I remember that one, not commercial. The guy can't read. He's saying, trying to come down on the teacher for using the Bible to teach to read. Yeah, I've watched it several times before. I know my spelling and grammar needs is atrocious. So let's stop screen sharing. I will be on at 5 tonight, drawing Hush from Batman. Thanks everybody for watching. Remember to like, subscribe if you've yet to hit that notification. Yeah, I've seen the House Hippo one too. I've seen a lot, almost most of them, I think, Bullet. If not all of them. The Heritage Minute. No, Insecto's book 4, John. So, in my thing here. I'm working. Yeah, so 5th, Canadian Shield, then Snowdrift, Canadian Shield, Snowdrift number 1, Canadian Shield 3, Snowdrift number 2, Flame number 1, Canadian Shield 4, Snowdrift number 3, Canadian Flame 2, Insecto number 1. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Like I said, I'll be back at 5. I will be drawing Hush from Batman from DC Comics. Check out the links in the description. I'm not sure what else to say. I guess we will catch you later. And have a great and wonderful afternoon. Till we see you at 5, hopefully. God bless. Love y'all.